Good morning. Today we are going to start the new unit, the unit number 2, and the first topic in unit 2 is inbound marketing. Inbound marketing. What is inbound marketing? Inbound marketing is basically customer centric. The company has to think about customer, how the company can satisfy it and can fulfill the need of a customer in a best possible way. There must not be any sales pitch. Let the customer approach you. Let the customer start the communication with your organization, either with the marketing or sales team. These are some basics about inbound marketing, right? At first level, we have to attract customer. We can attract with our content, with our services, with our product. Then let the customer start speaking about the product, start the communication, and we convert the customer from a visitor to a customer. Initially a known visitor, then we call it a lead. When customer submits his credentials, his information, email ID, name, contact number, etc. Then we contact customers on the basis of these informations, and we study customer behavior online, how customer is behaving, how consumer is behaving, which part of our website customer is surfing, right? Where the consumer, the visitor has taken most of the time, that groups his or her interest on the website section of the website, the product or services we are displaying. In today's world, there is a belief, not exactly today, but before, somewhere in today itself, believe that in order to do business well, you have to be ruthless and cutthroat. Competition is there in the business, and anyhow, if you think that you are a good businessman, you have to succeed, make profits. That people thinks. You have to grow even at the expense of your customers. You may have seen, not everyone I'm talking about, but people only wants to make profit. Sometimes they are planning for a very short period of time, not for a long-term relationship with the customers, and focusing more only on profits instead of value. The sentiment is everywhere. Of course, cutthroat competition is there. You are only focusing on profits, not on delivering value. The customer somewhere will think that, am I purchasing a right product? Right? Is it right to buy that product? Sentiments are there everywhere among humans. This leads companies to make short-term decisions that sacrifice long-term relationships, making profits without delivering value. Right? Buyers today have all the power. We are living in the internet era. Information search cost is very low. Reach to a particular information is just a click away. Right? We can find out any information with the help of Google or other search engines by just searching and clicking. Buyer is not unknown now. Buyers today are very smart and very powerful, well versed with all knowledge about a product or service he or she going to purchase. राइट ऐसा नहीं कि आप पहले की तरह ठग लोगे किसी को. एवरीवन नोज बिकॉज इंफॉर्मेशन सर्च कॉस्ट is very low. You don't have to go in the market and to visit multiple showrooms to know about a particular product. You only have to click on the search on the type query or even speak on Google and you will find a lot of information about that particular product. Right? The buyer is more empowered and has more information about your product, industry and competition. Any update, sometimes in a large organization, a multi-office organization, employee may not be knowing about a new product launch or new improvement in the product, and even the customers are aware of it. Customers are aware of it because of the low information search cost. 94% consumers have discontinued communications with the company because of irrelevant promotions or messages. I also used to unsubscribe many emails when I regularly receive such emails which are irrelevant to me. Because there are unsubscribe buttons and we can, right? So you may have done. 74% source is Salesforce or Oracle mentioned here. 74% of people are likely to switch brands if they find the purchasing process too difficult. Even online purchasing, at the time of online purchasing, now the checkout forms are very smart. And if you have purchased once from a company, then you don't have to fill your delivery address once again. One click checkout process developed by Amazon, and they have patent for it. Single click checkout, right? 51% of customers will never do business with that company again after one negative experience. If you have a negative experience with some brand, then you are not going to purchase from it. That all I am telling because of the change in the scenario, change in the information access, low cost of the information access, right? 93% of consumers said they are more likely to be repeat customers at companies with remarkable service. If the company is providing remarkable service, then customer will definitely repeat it. 93% say that. And customers even shares his experiences. If the experience is remarkable, we are staying in a resort or hotel and you have a good experience, definitely we share our experience on social media as well. We call it word of mouth, electronic word of mouth, and that we share among our friends and family members. 77% of consumers shared positive experiences with their friends or on social media and review sites. Inbound is a philosophy based around helping people. As I said, the first line in inbound is a philosophy, customer centric, helping people. Even you don't have to think about he or she is going to be my customer. May or may not purchase from you, but your job is to help him or her. That happens many times in physical stores as well, where the product is highly technical, sensitive. The many store owners or sales guys help us, talk to us, trained us, and they sometimes don't expect that you should purchase from them only. They may try that you could go to that place and you can find better and cheaper rate for that particular product. Many times that happens in servicing, in technical products. So inbound is a philosophy based around helping people. How you can help. If you are providing any product or service, that is what? That is you are helping people. The payment is secondary, but you don't have to don't have to be salesy on that. Because when good for the customer means good for the business, your company can grow better over the long term. Empowering your prospects and customers rather than forcing them to engage with you with interactive experiences. Interactive experiences are sending emails on bulk database that you have purchased. Similarly, sending messages on bulk contact numbers that the routine job in India. We receive emails on and SMS messages, marketing SMS messages on our mobile phones. Consumers' buying behaviors are going to continue to change and evolve. Of course, buying behavior of consumers are evolving continuously, right? Because some information we gather from social media, some from WhatsApp messages, some from internet searches. So we know about the product before we are going to buy a particular product, right? The customers are more empowered, more knowledgeable. Because of that, the behavior is changing. We are going shopping online now, right? You want to create experience that makes your prospects feel valued. Customer should feel valued. Whenever customers comes to your store, either online or physical store, right? What is the inbound methodology? Now we'll talk about inbound methodology, the methods of inbound marketing, inbound methodology. How do you actually do inbound? Inbound methodology is to attract, engage and delight. As I said, to attract customers, you can attract with the help of your content. The content may be in any format, right? Content may be a blog, a video, infographics, slideshow. Now this is the medium with engaging content, informative content that provides insights, content that provides insights, that gives real knowledge to prospective customers, engaging, and makes the content should be such that it makes your reputation, your rapport. The companies makes brands rapport on the mind of the consumer. You have to develop such content. It sets the beliefs on the product or services, or as such on the company. Consumer or visitor starts thinking that you are the leader in the market, you are the leader in the industry domain, right? You are knowledgeable and you are really, really ready to help anyone. There must not be any salesy pitch at initial stage. Attract. The consumer will engage. Engage is now if consumer is attracted, then he or she will start communication with the company, with the brand. So engage means communicating with brand, asking questions, asking for something more, knowledge, functions, attributes, something more. Engaging. For that, customers want to download the e-book you had uploaded on your website. More about you. Want to watch more videos or want to read more blogs, ebook, and ready to submit her information like name, email address, contact number for that, to download that. So we call it generating leads, converting. The engagement can be divided in two segments further: convert and close. Convert means when visitors, we cannot say customer at that stage, when the visitor is attracted, now believes on us, had submitted information, her credentials, name, contact number, email ID and all, and we call it lead generation and converted. Now our sales team has started communicating with the customers, or the marketing team is sending more literature or more videos about our product or services we are providing. That is what engagement. And finally, customer is ready to purchase, and we call it close. Closing the lead, closing the deal, right? The convert and close can be two sections of engagement, two parts of engagement.